Right, we're here for qualifying Imola. Ah, oh, damn, it says FP3. Wait. That? No one's gonna know. No one's gonna... Oh, Watchalong. There we go. Nice. Ooh. Still haven't eaten yet. I'm excited for this one. I think we could see McLaren pole position here. I'm just going to call it. I think we could see a McLaren pole position. Welcome to Vlatka, Lucy, Theodoros, Van der Oosthuizen, Cliff. I couldn't get into the chat. Cliff, you're in the chat. Cliff, you are in the chat. You are inside the chat. Amine, Mokalise, Jasu's here. Ahmed, Martin, Arendt, Snowline. Will Verstappen win, it says. Well, we don't know. So there's 29 minutes to go till qualifying. I need to get the stream up. But is Alonso's car fixed as well? Let's find out. What channel's this on? Sky? Sky Sports. I pay so much money for Sky Sports. Just all I do is watch F1. I don't watch any football. I don't watch anything else on Sky. Just the F1. Like, it's such a bad deal for me. Tech Trek's here. I thought quali was in 2 hours, says Karen. Are we early? This happened before. We were like an hour earlier. I've just completely trusted the chat here, by the way. I've not checked this myself. Morning, Stefan, Size X. Quali's in 30 minutes. Okay, good. I haven't double checked it. I've not verified it. Amine, should I cancel my Fantic order? Depends how much money it is to you. Is it something that you're happy that there's a relatively small chance of going on? F1 TV. I don't have F1 TV, unfortunately. And also, I barely watch the race. So I'm just chilling with you, and I'm like, I barely watch it. It's so expensive. It's ridiculous. The streams, by the way, adverts on the streams I don't think they make... actually they might do. But I don't think it really makes much of a difference. I'm not basically... It's still very expensive. Quali's at 3 PM UK time. Okay, that's good. That's 27 minutes. F2 race was a mess. I saw the F3 finish. What happened in the F2 then? Talk me through the F2 race. Talk me through. Maloney, Maney. How was that? How did that go down? South Africa in the house, very nice. It wouldn't be an F1 stream without South Africa in the proverbial house. TSN Online, don't know what that is. I saw the F3 race. There was a VSC and then they green flagged it with like 2 corners to go. And the guy in first place wasn't really paying attention and got overtaken. I've been there. I've been in the car behind, waiting for it to go green, just overtake them. It's a bit rude, but in fact, I did a video on it asking people whether they thought it was rude or not. We are back. We're back for this one. We're back for qualifying. And we're going to be back for the race. 5 cars collided at the start. Fittipaldi, Dirksen, Hadjar, Stanek and Hauger. Okay, some big names in there. Who won then? Who won in the F2? Is that the sprint or the feature? Remo's here. South Africa in the house. Yes, indeed. Killian, have to go. Wishing you a good quali. Thank you very much. Hopefully it's going to be a great qualifying session. Cola Pinto. Cola Pinto. Wow. I don't really know a lot about Cola Pinto, but I love that name. So Cola Pinto had the maiden win. Some big championship names there, right? Hadjar, Hauger in F2. Maybe I'll see some highlights for it. Sergio Perez right now is 33 points behind Max Verstappen. Remember, Sergio Perez crashed at the end of FP3. So we had Alonso crash in FP3 and Perez crash. Cola Pinto is a Williams Jr. Aaron second, Maloney third. Well, fingers crossed I'm going to get the just all clear on that Zane Maloney video, because I asked Zane Maloney about how on earth he does so much racing, what he thinks of sim racing, any tips for karting, what does he want to do in the future, what's it like growing up racing in Barbados, because he's from Barbados. Really interesting guy, really sort of had a good... spoke to him a few times throughout the weekend, actually. Really cool guy to speak to. Aaron as well was driving for Envision Racing in Formula E in Berlin last weekend when we were doing the watch-alongs. Behrman only 5th. Is it over? Nope. Hasn't even started yet. F1 news. I haven't done the F1 breaking news show for a while. Has everyone in chat seen the F1 breaking news show? Thing is, sometimes it's on the Kireth Motorsport channel. In fact, in the last one, we predicted that Lando could win in Miami. It's crazy. Isabel Flugzane is looking good this season, still leading the F2 Championship. He's improved since Red Bull dropped him. Yeah, Red Bull dropped him, but he's now part of Stake F1. Is he an outside chance to get a stake seat if they drop Bottas? Could we see Big Zane? Well, he's not Big Zane, he's tiny. Big Zane in the stake. Potentially. Carlos Sainz is rocking the moustache and the slick back hair. Different look for old Carlos. I think Carlos needs a big beard, like a massive beard. Morning to JJ in the house. The 24-month badge. That's the big boy badge, that one. Right, I need to get that 36-month badge poll out with the different options. I'll have to do that today. Isabel Flog, I doubt Audi want a rookie. Well, Sebastian Vettel's been milling around. There we go, 34 months. Reminding me, JJ, just 2 months off the 36. I need to get that 36 out there. But that is huge support. JJ's been a member for 34 months to the channel. That is just absolutely legendary support. That's why it's legend tier. Thank you so much. Still got the 2 ducks. Jerry, looks like everyone is struggling this weekend but Ferrari and McLaren. I think McLaren could get on pole here. I really do. I really do. If they can pull it together. It's a tough lap this to pull together on a fast lap though. Easy to make mistakes. Frankly, I love to see it. I don't want to see easy tracks. I'm not interested in the easy stuff. I want to see difficult. Karun Chandok is down today. Is there any motorsport that he doesn't cover? I'm like the Karun Chandok of watch-alongs. Maybe I overinflated myself there. No worries, JJ. Your actual duck count is over 5. JJ, you got to tell a story about the ducks. What's the story with the ducks there? Is there a big duck collector sort of society, that culture I don't know about? Isabel, I hope Charles can improve his pole to win. We will see. No rain at Imola. It's going to be a dry qualifying session. JJ collects rubber ducks. Does anyone have any questions to JJ on collecting rubber ducks? Is it like collecting Rolexes? They just go up in value. Shops, not a country. This is something I didn't know anything about. I'm not. Maybe it's a. Maybe I should be getting in on this. Just have rubber ducks here. I'm missing out. Rubber ducks, sneakers, as they say. Isabel's got a princess rubber duck. See, I don't even know the brands. Chat, 84 people watching, 17 likes. If we don't mind, can we make a big push to 50 likes? If you just smash the like button. I know we've all forgotten. In fact, I've forgotten as well. I'm going to smash the like on my own stream. Does my stream throw up? Yes, it does! Oh goodness, double me. I've smashed it now. I've smashed it. I may have broken it. I may have broken... That would be a bit embarrassing. Also, has anyone seen that I've updated the thumbnail? I've updated the thumbnail. I've done a new style. So that's what I did rather than eating. It's kind of like a bit of a retro style. We kept the logo in the top left. And I've gone back for the red border to signify liveness. What do we think? Can I get some feedback on the new thumbnail? Is it a step forward or maybe it's a step backwards? Vince, can you list the fastest team to slowest so far this season? Oh my god, that's a good question. Yes, I can try. Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, RB Cash App. Haas are just like difficult. Stake. Aston Martin is, sorry. Red Bull, it's difficult though, you've got Stroll and Alonso. Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, Aston, RB Cash App, and then you've got like Haas, Williams, Stake, Alpine at the bottom, I would say. Your description is still left over from the Bahrain GP. Oh my goodness. Oh no. So people who are searching for Bahrain GP, we must rank at the top. That's the viewership we're going for. That 4-month delayed viewership. Welcome to Natasha in the house. Smash the like. Cliff's in the house as well. Cliff is in the stream. It's happening. George Russell's been out driving an old Mercedes. Very nice, it looks like. Don't know in what part of the world that was. Old sweaty boy George. That old Mercedes just runs on sweat. It's a fully renewable driving machine. But yeah, anyone agree or disagree with that, with my assessment of the fastest cars or not? Is McLaren now faster than Ferrari? Did Ferrari get done in Miami? Maybe. How come on P3 I could not get on the chat? Cliff, you were in the chat in P3 and FP3. Does anyone remember? Can anyone corroborate that? Cliff Chetty, you were in the chat. You were in the chat now. Isabel Flug George said that in Imola. He kind of did it like Amelia Earhart. Yeah, I saw the photos on Twitter. Going for that old school look. Dave in the house. So we are just... It was 17 minutes away and Sky are showing like some old school like Ferrari advert. Come on. We know they sponsored the Ferrari movie, so... I think I was asked to go to the Ferrari premiere. I was definitely asked to go to something with Sky Sports this season. It's when they came up with like the greatest racetrack or something. But I just felt like I was going to be meat in the room. So I was like, that's really nice, but for this one I think I'm okay. Isabel saying Cliff was in the chat. There we go. Sai says Alonso car, I hope they can repair it. I hope, this is what I would like to see pictures now of the Aston Martin garage and I can relay it to you. I don't want to see a big Mercedes advert. Okay, is it a Mercedes or a Ferrari advert? What's going on here? I don't know. It's an advert for something. Aaron, are the cars closer together than last year's? Yes. At the moment. Affinity, guessing quali's in 70 minutes. Yes, quali is in, well, 16 minutes, so roughly about then. Karen, Perez and Alonso crashed at P3. Well, an FP3. Yeah, they did both crash in FP3. They crashed at different corners, but yeah. Although I think the Alonso crash was a little bit weird. There's not much he could have done once it happened. But the Perez crash, I think he could have not put it in the wall. I think he overcorrected and drove into the wall, basically. Vince, I think you did a good job listing the fastest, slowest teams. You were close, if not correct. We weren't correct, we were close. We'll take it. We will take it. Okay, so 16 minutes to go. I'm excited for this, to guide you through qualifying. By the way, what time is the race tomorrow? Anyone know what time the race is tomorrow? In the UK. Is it going to be a 2... Does it start a bit earlier then? Is it a 2 PM UK start? Does anyone know? because I will schedule that one up as well. Just right now. Anyone know what time we're going to be here for the race? 2 PM UK start. So we might go live an hour earlier then. If everyone's okay with that, I might just... Unless anyone really objects, I think I'm going to be live an hour earlier. Two, there we go. Lucy's back in the house. Bang. It's up. I'm just like a machine. And there's going to be today, normally my admin... Actually, I'm not a machine because if I was, I would have done this already. So I'm catching up on all the admin I should have done. It's why I need Workday. If I had Workday, I would have been an absolute rock star doing this. But I'm just like in like a low-level indie band playing like village town halls. That's the level I'm at. Lorenzo's at the first corner. Lorenzo, let us know, what's the vibe? What's the vibe like? What's the vibe? How's the temperature? Are there lots of Ferrari fans there? Let us know. Any questions we got up someone at the track? Lorenzo's our designated person. I feel like we almost send someone to the track every stream, but we don't. We have someone there, but it feels like we send someone. And this time it's Lorenzo. Chat, ask your questions to Lorenzo. Yeah, Max is doing 24 hours at Nürburgring. Is he doing that after the race then? Presumably. Although most splits are starting now, so 24 hours. He must be doing it in between. Absolutely mad lad. Obviously, since he's raced me on iRacing, he's got the bug. That must be it. That must be it. Sainz Perez lost control. All four wheels off the track. Not a good FP3 for Perez then. Lorenzo, are hot dogs available? Mark is asking the real questions. The real questions here. I'm trying to think, what tracks have I been to that have had the best food? It's absolutely hot and there are a lot of Ferrari fans. It's hot out there, okay. Feels like a gorgeous day near the east coast of Italy. Cliff, can we all plan to meet on set races? I think London Formula E, we might do something like that. JJ, are there any duck shops? We know JJ's getting straight to the point. No hot dogs at Imola. Do I have a question? My question would be... How do the cars sound? How do they sound at Imola? You're near the first corner. Are they downshifting through there? When's the race starting? In about 24 hours' time, my friend. I think he's planning to do a stint after quali. Nice. Well, they might win the whole thing because Redline have got amazing drivers as well. About £500 to £1,000. So that's a weekend ticket then. So you got the weekend ticket back there for the race. What was louder, the F2 cars or the F1 cars? Size X, are there pizza stalls? They're downshifting, I think. Yeah, that's quite a nice... Always like it when you hear the cars downshifting. So they're still working on Alonso's car, I think. Yeah, they're still working on it. It's not done yet. And there's only 11 minutes to go. Do you guys do F1 Fantasy? I did get approached by a sponsor who wanted to do F1 Fantasy, but it was like crypto. So I wasn't sure how that would work because there'll be people watching under 18 and stuff. So you need like massive disclaimers. Thousands of pizza stalls. Who is the second most supported team after Ferrari? That's my question, because obviously no Alfa Romeo there. Is it an RB Cash App doesn't... In fact, they're moving to UK, aren't they, really? So, who's the second most supported team? F3 just took away Leon's win because they removed Gota's time penalty. What? How does that work? I thought Leon had done a really good move around the outside, right? Under the green flag restart. Tech's having a crop of liberty. Just, yeah, liberalising the region. Lorenzo, here I am. Mercedes. Wow. Okay. Okay, so Mercedes, the second most supported team in the heart of Italy. Oh, very interesting. And who is Lorenzo? Who are you supporting? Who do you think is going to get pole position here? Size X Italians do the best pizzas in the world. Yeah, I mean, I actually had a pizza yesterday. Just one of my all-time favourite foods. Top 5 foods for me. No, not budget, most important in terms of fans. Kireth having an ice-cold beer, just a crisp one, as opposed to a lukewarm one. Goto had overtaken him again. Yeah, I saw some people got banned from F3 because they've done in-season tests, which kind of makes sense, but they again, people not using Workday. Not keeping track of everything. Someone using Mr. Muscle to clean the Red Bull car. Wipe it down. Lorenzo's put McLaren and Ferrari. I need to go once or twice for the race. Well, feel free to drop in. Let us know anything interesting. Great to have someone on the ground. Always cool to have someone on the ground there. Yeah, so what are my top racetracks for food? Top racetracks for food. Well, when I went to Catalonia last time, there were hot dogs. When I went for the bikes, I was really too poor to afford any food. So I went to the supermarkets for and I bought like ham and cheese and I was eating it like it's all melted. But when I went to the Formula 1 2 years ago, I can confirm there were hot dogs. So that was pretty good. Silverstone you can get a lot, but it's really expensive. And it's just, there's no soul in it. It's just so expensive. You take out a mortgage to eat at Silverstone. What else? Well, Formula E, I've been in the VIP ones in Formula E, so you get some nice food there. Although, when I was in Misano in the VIP one, it was all way too... When it gets to the point, it gets too fancy. So I just had some bread. I do like bread, though. Interesting at RB Cash App, we've got Liam Lawson keeping a close eye on Daniel Ricciardo. Beef and Biles in the house again. Welcome. Got your coffee. Bottas visited Williams after FP3, coming in from Isabel Flug. The intel there. Maybe Bottas looking for a seat. Maybe an in-season swap. Maybe a Zane Maloney promotion. What do we think? Cliff, I just pray Logan Sargent comes out of the 20th spot. Honestly, it could happen. We'll see. Williams looking not that bad here. See Alex Albon, that's the time from FP3. Teamwork and technology, finance and HR, the best pairs win. Workday, a finance and HR platform. I think we need it on the channel. I think this is where I've been going wrong on the channel. This is why we haven't quite cracked the 100k subscriber mark. It's just a lack of Workday. I think all mods we need to set you guys and girls up with their Workday accounts. At events like F1, you're probably better off bring your own food. Sometimes they don't let you bring your own food in there. They're very funny at F1. Monaco, you definitely have to bring your own food. So Monaco, I'll often make a sandwich and bring that in. Where else? London Formula E was pretty good, to be honest. There was a lot of choice London Formula E. Isabel Flug, I can train you guys. No, well, there we go. We've already got... Maybe we need to have, like, roles. We shouldn't just have mods. It should be, like, head of HR. And then, like, if I make an inappropriate comment and someone in the chat is upset, then they can report me to head of HR and it's like an independent review. And then I get sacked, say, from my own channel. And that's just it. Someone's got to take over. It sounds amazing. I like it. Right, Sky just showing a load of adverts. Come on, let's get this underway. He also visited Brackley. Valtteri Bottas causing chaos. I thought he was just doing a lot of cycling these days. He's probably going to become a world-class cyclist. He'll do the Tour de France. Or cyclocross or something. But then we'll need to have a, like, let's say I get sanctioned from our head of HR. I'll need to be able to appeal. So we'll need to have, like, some judges. So some of the mods will have to be, like, judges. Aaron, how many red flags will we get? I don't think we'll get any, actually, but maybe we will. What's my favourite F1 track in Europe? I love Monaco, obviously. Just honest. I really like Catalonia as well. Imola's great. I've never been to Imola. I've been to Misano next door, but Imola, great to drive in the Sims. Don't like Paul Ricard. That can just get in the bin. I'm not crazy about Silverstone, like on different levels. Like, I think it's a bit overrated, and I think to visit a Silverstone is just really corporate and expensive and boring. Spa, love Spa. Oh my goodness. And the food at Spa, you get sausages and chips at Spa. Actually, that's right at the top. In terms of track I've been to. There's a bit, I'll do a photo on Discord. There's a guy just like grilling sausages like on a open fire. Old school. Lucy likes his lady. Very nice. Everyone loves Spa. Yeah, you can't. I mean, Spa's just so good. Where else in Europe? Hungaroring. I've been to Hungaroring. Super reasonable prices. Take a bus there, take a bus back. So I do like Hungaroring. I've never been to Monza, but Monza's one of my favourite tracks in sim racing. It's where I do a lot of my coaching. So I do like Monza. What else do we have? What else do we have in Europe? I won't care for Madrid that much. I mean, I might end up going, but in fact, I probably should book tickets to Madrid. But I don't, honestly, I did the Madrid Marathon. That was fun. Well, actually, that wasn't fun. That was the opposite of fun. I hated it. What am I talking about? I ran in fancy dress. It's just not a thing over in Spain. It was like, why are you making this more difficult for yourself? Why isn't Nürburgring GP in F1? I don't know. The Eiffel circuit. Probably not paying enough money. Hockenheim is also quite nice. Went there last week to watch a bit of Frecker, watch a bit of the regionals. Yeah, Hockenheim, Nürburgring, they could... And why there's not a German GP, I don't know. Why Mercedes haven't pushed for that, I don't know. I mean, look at Red Bull. Red Bull Ring in Austria, I've never been. But looks like a really fun circuit. Karen says, Spa is a godly track, like a perfect balance of straights and corners and chicanes. That's what you need. Chat, 49 likes, 100 for watching. Can we get up to the 100 like mark? I know we can do it. There's only 2 minutes to go before qualifying starts. 2 minutes to go, everyone. I'm very excited to guide you through this. At Imola, great circuit, old school circuit. 10 teams here, 20 drivers. It's not all gone Red Bull's way. McLaren are looking good. Ferrari are having a good season. Could we see someone like Fernando Alonso? If they fix his car in time, I'll give you an update on that. Have a good result. What about Alex Albon? Will the Mercedes somehow find some time? Will we see one of the Hasses somehow get to Q3? All to be found out here. Spa is crazy 2008. I went where Sir Lewis Hamilton binned it. Was that the incredible race between Hamilton and Raikkonen in the rain? Hey, it's Amy. Who's SLH? Bob, with these regs, it doesn't matter where they race. It's lacking any real racing. It's all just tyre determined. Well, let's hold that thought, Bob. Let's see. I'm starting this moment with optimism. We're just 1 minute away. Should we play the music? Play the Formula E music. Just pretend it's the Formula 1 one. We'll just pretend. Because we don't have a license for the Formula 1 one. Messi King remembering Ayrton Senna, the legend. Yes. They're still fixing Alonso's car, by the way. They're still working Alonso's car. They're screwing it all back together. He is in the car, and they're building it around him. So it might be touch and go with Alonso at Aston Martin. I think I saw Lorenzo in the crowd there. There we go. Mucky Piastri. Let me pin that one. It's time. The cars are coming out of the pits. Q1 is underway. 17 minutes to go. You can see at the top. Here we go then. It's the Alpines who are out first. Let's go, Larson. You're watching the wrong sport, mate. This is not NASCAR. But, you know, close. Oh, look how it pins the comments now. They're rounded. They're rounded. Piastri for pole. Honestly, I think a McLaren could get pole here. I think it could be a McLaren. Fishboy Ricardo, let us know actually right now in the chat who you're supporting. Not necessarily think it's going to get pole, but who you're supporting in the chat. Let us know. And also feel free. Now is the time. If you want to share the stream, hit that share button and share the stream. You can tag me in it as well on your favourite platforms. Let your friends know that this is where we're hanging out for qualifying. Someone that's already taken the tear off coming out of the pits, which is a bit weird. So we're going to see a lot of traffic here as well. Pierre Gasly starting his fast lap, and then Esteban Ocon. So the Alpines coming out first. Then it's going to be Guan Yu Zhou. So they're already doing their times. Are we going to see the Alpines getting the 1 minute 15s? Is that possible? I don't know how much sandbagging or different tyre use there was in FP3. Maybe a little bit. But we're going to find out now. Remember, if you're new to Formula 1, we're just looking to see who are going to be the top 15 drivers here. So this part of qualifying is who are the top 15 drivers. That's how it works. Aston Martin nearly done rebuilding, says the F1 app, but I'm physically looking in my eyes and they were still screwing bits back together. Yeah, they might just put him in Stroll's car. It's probably too late. It's probably too late by now as I'm looking at the Ferraris coming out. So Gasly's had to overtake Hamilton on his fast lap. Let's keep an eye on Gasly and Ocon, the two Alpine drivers, what they're going to do. Is Ocon really on a fast lap? Don't know, difficult to say. Russell's on mediums, weird choice. Looks like Mercedes just don't know what to do. So Gasly goes over at 17.2. That is just depressingly slow. Ocon at 16.6 is still very, very, very slow as well. Remember, we saw Piastri do a 15.6, I believe, in FP3. So that time from Gasly is just an embarrassment. Now Hamilton's needing to overtake him because Hamilton's now on the fast lap. Is Logan Sargent going to set a time? Yes. Oh, the finish line is really early in the straight. Logan Sargent does a 17.1. Again, very slow. Hulkenberg 17.3. I wonder if the track temps are really quite high now. Let's see with Magnussen, K-Mag, what you going to do on your fast lap. 16.9 for K-Mag. And then George Russell, who we're told is on the medium tyre. George Russell goes around and is going to do a box. That's really weird. Why did they send George Russell out on the medium tyres like that? Very unusual. Not sure what that's about. Lance Stroll goes in a 16.9. But we're going to see the Ferraris now set their lap time. And there's Norris on a fast lap. No, Norris coming out of the pits. So now we're going to see the Ferraris do what they're going to do. And still, no Red Bulls out. No Red Bulls out on circuit. Very unusual. Isabel says track time about 45 degrees. Welcome to Richmond, South Carolina in the USA. 45 degrees temp, 45 degrees track temp. So relatively hot. Keeping an eye now on the Ferraris. Leclerc's had to overtake Hamilton. Sainz overtaking Stroll. No purple sectors so far for the Ferraris. In fact, it was George Russell on the mediums who did the fast sector 1, but now Alex Albon has gone faster than that. Lando Norris is starting his fast lap. So keep an eye on the Ferraris. In a couple of seconds, we're going to know what the Ferrari pace... Like, you know, if you're a Tifosi, you really care about this, obviously. Yeah, I don't think Russell cares about rubbing the track for other drivers. They might have just scrubbed the set there for the race. Oh! Ooh! What? Carlos Sainz with a 16.9. Why is everyone so slow right now? Everyone is driving super... It's nothing like what we saw at the end of FP3. Charles Leclerc, there we go, does a 16.4. But even then, is a second slower than Piastri did. So keep an eye on Lando Norris. Alex Albon as well. Albon could go properly high. What's Albon going to do? No, he doesn't. 17.4 for Albon. It was a really slow Sector 3. Completely bailed out of Sector 3. Welcome to Creator, welcome to Cheap Sweet. Yeah, remember, this race last year was abandoned because of torrential flooding. When I went there a couple of weeks ago, it was very, very, very hot. So, oh yeah, Alex Albon went super wide in the last corner. Hit the gravel. That's why. Went all over the gravel in the last corner. Like we saw Piastri do in FP3. And there we go, Lando Norris with a 16.1. So, it is in a way a continuation of what we saw in FP3 with the McLaren looking strong. Where's Oscar Piastri right now? Piastri's out on track, so he's coming out and going to set a fast lap. He might have some clear air. He'll have to sort themselves out with Perez. And I wonder if Alex Albon, what's Albon doing here? Also gearing up for another lap. Probably they're all saving softs, so they're running low. Are they trying to scrub a set of softs or something? I don't know. But remember, we've seen Piastri getting the 1 minute 15s here. I'm on board with Alex Albon looking at a replay of that last corner. Or he just had to make a small correction. And then he ended up going over the gravel. So I have a lot of gravel in that car now, I think, potentially. Norris on pole. Well, it's too early to say. Remember, we're here. If you're new to Formula 1, this is the first part of qualifying. Qualifying's in 3 parts. And in this first part, we're just trying to find the top 15 drivers. And we're going to eliminate the bottom 5 drivers. So anyone lower than 16th or lower is going to get eliminated. That's how it works here. So, Lando Norris. Looks like the Ferraris are... I don't know what the Ferraris are doing. We've seen this earlier in the season when they just sort of like circulate around. So, Piastri's on his fast lap. It's Piastri we're keeping an eye on here. And Verstappen as well. Verstappen could go fastest here. There he goes. Verstappen with a 16 dead. So, Verstappen with a quick lap. Keep an eye on Piastri there because Piastri's gone a 10th faster in Sector 1 than Max Verstappen. So I think we're potentially seeing a McLaren versus Red Bull battle here. Not quite sure what the Ferraris are doing. Some weird strat I can't work out from the Ferraris. Let's see what Piastri's done in Sector 2. It looks like a decent Sector 2, but hard to say. What's it been? 26.3. I reckon Piastri right now is on course for a pole position if he can just hold it together through Sector 3. Russell swapping to softs. Okay, have we got wind track? And I'm not sure what the wind is. I have to ask Lorenzo. Here we go then, Piastri. See the wind direction maybe at the top there. Piastri going around Sector 3. I think it is going to be provisionally fastest for Piastri. Let's confirm that. If it is, yes it is. 15.9 for Piastri. So about half a tenth quicker than Max Verstappen. So it is McLaren, Red Bull, Ferrari is your top 5 right now in Q1. But I would say more interestingly from that, what is the cutoff going to be? What time are you going to need to do to get into Q2 here? George Russell, again, sets the fastest Sector 1. This time we're told he's on the soft tyre. I'm saying Piastri is cooking. Piastri is cooking. I see what he's doing. I'm looking at an onboard with Verstappen here, going over the chicane at the top of the hill. Again, getting airborne. But he did set a fast lap. Keep an eye on George Russell here. Where's Russell going to go? Top 5 for Russell, potentially? Yes, top 3, 16.1. So the cutoff right now is a 17.3 you need to do if you want to get in the top 15. But I think that cutoff is inevitably going to go in the 16s. You've got to be doing a 16, I think, if you want to get through into Q2, sorry. Who is there? Who is in the cutoff? We've got Alex Albon, he'll want to get through. Ricardo will want to get through because look where Tsunoda is. Tsunoda and the other Visa Cash App MasterCard is in P5. Where's Ricciardo? He's just gone through into P12. Okay, is Piastri going to box now? Presume Piastri's going to box. And I wonder if Carlos Sainz on the quick lap here. Let's see what Sainz is going to do. Will Sainz go into the top 5? I'm not sure if it's going to be good enough for that. Where's Carlos Sainz? Yes, he does. Top 3 for Carlos Sainz. There's 0.02 of a second behind Verstappen. So basically an identical time you'd be able to perceive using the human eye. And Pierre Gasly somehow has gone P4. So are we seeing a bit of a resurgence here from the Alpines? They did better in Miami. And it's a P4 for Pierre Gasly. Okay, the man who's won in Italy before for the Toro Rosso team at Monza. If you remember that one. Yuki P5, Lou saying the McLarens always go hard with the upgrades. They don't, you know, go big or go home. Unlike Mercedes, where is Lewis Hamilton right now? He's only P12. Again, Lewis Hamilton struggling compared to his teammate George Russell. And he's just set that lap. Is that going to be good enough for the cutoff? I'm not sure. The cutoff now already dropping below. Fernando Alonso out on track in his fixed Aston Martin. So Alonso might be on a bit of a different strat here because of his different out of sync coming out a bit later. I'm looking on board with Logan Sargent going through the second chicane. He goes wide. Another correction there for Logan Sargent. Narrowly avoids the wall. So Logan Sargent had a big issue. Alonso's had a moment as well. Alonso's had to abort the lap. Alonso's had to abort the lap there, I think. Alonso set 3 purple mini sectors, but Alonso's had some sort of issue. I'm having a look at the now. We're around the outside of Norris coming into the first chicane, and then he ran wide. Oh my goodness me, he's almost crashed again. He ran wide on the exit the first chicane, and he went all into the way into the gravel on the exit. Big mistake there for Alonso. How have they not fixed something in the car? Or was just pushing it? He had a great start. Remember, Alonso, big trouble for Alonso here. Because Alonso basically just wants to get into Q2. Sargent got lap time deleted. Alonso needs to get into Q2. What does he do now? Is he going to zoom back to the pits? I reckon. And is he going to be now in a load of traffic? So, dirty tyres. Either Alonso's going to go again here. So, building a bit of a gap. I don't know why Lando Norris is out on track right now. I'm on board with Alonso looking what happened. He came to the outside, turned in for... Oh, it just looked like a little bit of a mistake there for Alonso, and he must have had flashbacks going into barrier again. Went all the way into the gravel. So Norris pits, Alonso pits. Okay. So they are going to change the tyres on the Aston Martin. Big drama there for Alonso. By the way, 800 people watching. Welcome along, everyone. 70 likes. If you don't mind just hitting that like button for me. I'm just an independent guy streaming this on my computer. Would be greatly appreciated if we could get up to the 100 likes. And feel free to subscribe as well if you're new here. But I'm sure a lot of you are regulars to the channel. Lando no wins is no longer the case. It is Lando Norris. So Alex Albon with an interesting strat. Alex Albon now the only car on track. He is going to get a completely clear lap here. A completely clear lap for Alex Albon in the Williams. Interesting strat. So, first sector, 24.1. That would be good enough potentially to get you in to the... It's not a disaster for Alex Albon. If he can improve, it's going to be very competitive. Fernando Alonso is not going to make it through unless he improves. Alonso will need to improve. Israel Flug loves Lando. Oh my god, 124 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. That's the biggest... The biggest like push I think we've almost ever seen on this channel. There's only 3 minutes 30 to go. So we're going to see all the other cars come out soon. There goes Fernando Alonso. He's trying to get out. But I think this could be bad news for Alonso. I think Alonso could be starting his fast lap and meeting a load of traffic coming out of the pits. That's my prediction. I think Alonso could hit a huge amount of traffic here. Albon is in P12 now. Is he going to try and do a back-to-back? No. Maybe he's going to try and do a cool-down lap now and then go again. So Alex Albon is currently just ahead of the cutoff. He's ahead of Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas and Daniel Ricciardo. but he's able now to have a cool-down lap and go again if he wants. Meanwhile, Fernando Alonso is about to set his fast lap, but he's going to come out in a load of traffic because everyone else is coming out of the pits now. So I wouldn't be surprised if Alonso hits some traffic here, but let's see. You can't afford to, basically. Alonso starts his fast lap unless he's going to do another sort of like cool down lap here and try and get into the flow of the circuit. It's a difficult one for Alonso. What do you do if you're Alonso here? He's at a green mini sector, 2 green mini sectors. But see here, he's going to have to deal with, he has to have to overtake Gasly and maybe overtake Magnussen. Let's see. Alonso 24.4 is not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. I think Alonso's just been completely out of sync here. It's my analysis of this. No worries, Nissim. Good to have you on board. So what is Alonso doing here? Do you back off as Alonso? I think you back off. And you say, right, this is my slot in the pack, and I'm going to go again with everyone. And you risk it for, you know, hoping to get a red flag. That's what I think Fernando Alonso is doing right now. So, Alex Albon, are you going to go again, Alex Albon? Let's see. Lance Stroll, meanwhile, I think he's on a fast lap. He's going to have to overtake Verstappen. Lance Stroll might need to overtake Alonso here, his teammate, and that might compromise Alonso when Alonso will need to overtake him back. Keep an eye on that. I say if you're Alonso, you've got to push now. Push a bit earlier than you would otherwise. You don't want to hold up your teammate, Lance Stroll. So it's all movement now. Just 1 minute 12 to go. Welcome to Samuel, Wonka and Clement as well. Natty doesn't like what they've done to Imola. More gravel tracks. We've seen so many drivers going in to the gravel tracks. Right, so Lance Stroll sets his time. 1 minute 16.5. I wonder if that's going to be about the cutoff. And Alonso's boxed. Alonso's done. Alonso's done. It's over for Alonso. He's boxed. He's got out of there. Absolute disaster for Alonso, that. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking, frankly, with the strategy. Even I could see it from here. So here goes Verstappen. Verstappen under no real pressure, I would say, but just wants to get a good lap done. And look at Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg's going to come around the last corner here. And we'll see what Hulkenberg can do. Is he going to get up there into Q2 and really mix it? Yes, Hulkenberg goes fastest. Get your German flags out. Get your flags out for Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg goes faster. That blows it wide open. Because that shows what's possible here. So Hamilton, I think is really, what are you doing, Lewis Hamilton here? Hamilton is on a, you got to go now, Hamilton. I don't know what he's doing. He's right on the cutoff here. I just feel like he's not going to make it through. Oscar Piastri, I think you may as well box. There's no point going for it. And Norris. Look at them all stacking up here. Gasly, Magnussen, Russell. Well, I mean, it's just a bit, it's very messy this session here, very messy. Hulkenberg on top, yes indeed. If you're an Nico Hulkenberg fan, that's a big one. Who's in the drop zone? Hamilton's right at risk. Valtteri, Bottas, Sargent, Ricciardo. Keep an eye on Ricciardo. Ricciardo pushes Bottas down now, and Hamilton's on the verge. As amongst all that, Verstappen went fastest, by the way. So, is there anyone else who can do it? I don't think there is. I think it's been really messy. I think they've been tripping over themselves. I don't think Guan Yu Zhou is going to do it. I don't think Valtteri Bottas is going to do it. I think it's just been a bit of a traffic mess down there. And the bottom path. So Hamilton's just about going to get through. We're going to lose Fernando Alonso, who's had absolute disaster. Remember, this all stems back from FP3. That's why if I'm streaming FP3, you just got to join us. Because we know Fernando Alonso crashed in FP3 on the penultimate corner. They were trying to fix his car. They couldn't quite do it in time at the beginning of the session. That meant he was desynced. He then had another moment, and that meant he came out in traffic, and he just wasn't able to get that lap in. Kevin Magnussen, I'm sorry, mate. How is your teammate gone a second faster than you? Is Kevin Magnussen absolutely washed? I don't know. Might be. And then Guan Yu Zhou and Valtteri Bottas, both state cars getting knocked out, and Logan Sargent not going through, and Alex Albon just getting through with that different strat. So Fernando Alonso, what was the point? Honestly, it's one of these things, right? I don't know what the word is for it, but I see it a lot in life. Aston Martin have turned up with Alonso. He's basically miles quicker than Lance Stroll. He's their driver for this race. He bins it in FP3, which means he doesn't quite get in time for qualifying. Now he's going to start last in the race. Like, they would have been better off not doing FP3. This is the paradoxical thing. Like, if for some reason they had been banned from FP3, there's no way Fernando Alonso would be starting last in the race. I don't know what to call that stuff, but you've got to keep in life, you've got to keep your eyes on the prize, which is the most important thing in FP3, is being working towards qualifying. Like, don't crash. Just do not crash in FP3. Goodness me. Goes from bad to worse there for Aston Martin. Thank you very much, Isabel Paflug. We will pin that one. Oh my goodness, almost put you in a timeout for sending a very helpful message. Last to first, Vlatka says. Is that for Alonso? Are you predicting a last to first for Alfonso? We will see. Right. No worries, Clement. It's great to have you on board, especially if you're in the States. Always good to have F1 fans over from stateside. We love to see it. Car 44 Lucky to Size X. George Rogers. I think they were just using it as a test session. But it's, you know what I mean? It's just silly, like, to like FP3. You don't need to enter FP3. You can. Oh, goodness me, I can't. I need to find it. I'd love to do a YouTube video explaining that phenomenon. Nate, I love how Verstappen doesn't go fast in practice and smash and pole. You hate to see it. Well, we'll see. I think the McLarens didn't really show their pace there. I think both McLarens, aborted their second fast lap. So, question now: is there anyone watching new to Formula One? By the way, let us know in the chat if you're new to Formula One. Then I know if I need to explain how it works, which I can do. Kabir says Verstappen P1, bruh. Leclerc P2 on mediums. Was that lap done on mediums? Benno, are you sure about that? That's a big shout. That's a big shout if he's on mediums. Size X says Piastri from pole. Right, Q2 is going to start in a few minutes. Q2 is going to start. Did Leclerc... Yeah. Secret appendix removal. Goes to the same surgeon. And Piastri saying Verstappen only a 10th quicker. Leclerc declined going on softs. Did he radio in and say, I don't want to go on the mediums? I don't want to go on the softs, sorry. Just looking at the feedback when Hulkenberg put it on pole. I think a lot of us were very surprised. Welcome, Craig S. Keep Productive new subscriber, Ferrari fan for 30 years. A fellow Tifosi. Keep Productive, a fellow Tifosi in the chat. We love to see it. I mean, it could be Ferrari in Imola. I was in this part of the world just a couple of weeks ago at Misano. Oh, there's some big Ferrari fans down there. Big Ferrari fans. It's a religion. Said M on the race graphic. Okay, yellow flag has come out. Red flag. I think they're just testing it. I don't know why they do that. Yeah, there we go. Cycle 3. Right, we're underway then. I think for Q2. Or maybe we're getting ready. Maybe the cycling flags. I can't see it live on my screen yet because I've got a 30-second delay on my screen. Chat, can we get that confirmed? Was Leclerc... Did the mad lad do that on mediums? Is it still 50-50 for rain on race day? I don't know, George. Are you volunteering to report that back in to race control here? It is mediums, Isabel saying. He didn't want to go on softs. So we saw George Russell come out on mediums at the beginning. Ooh, maybe the track temps and everything playing havoc. Leclerc was on medium. What happened to Hamilton? He scraped through by the skin of his teeth there, Hamilton. Both Ferraris on medium tyres. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Seeing a chat saying he was, so must have been. That's how I roll. That's how I live my life. Should we do a day in my life one day where I just do everything whatever chat says? No, I'd be mad to do that. Both Ferraris were on mediums. Rob confirming it as well. Rob confirming it. Okay, that's big news there. Maybe Ferrari got the pace. And we know McLaren didn't show their full hand as well. Impeding mag. What, is that a penalty? Is that a penalty coming in? Piastri getting a penalty. Ooh. Penalty rumours swirling around. Well, it was Isabel Paflug who broke that news in the stream. You heard it here literally first. Okay, everyone is getting ready. Well, not everyone. The top 15 are getting ready. Ferrari is back. Well, if you're a Tifosi, like a diehard Tifosi like I am, then, you know. Turn 2, incident between Piastri and Magnussen. Investigate after session. How the shoe is on the other foot. You can't really have Magnussen having a cry saying, oh, I was impeded. after what the shenanigans he's been doing this season. Surprised not banned. Right. There we go. Q2's underway. Q2 is go. Get your green flags out in the chat if you so wish. Who's going to bottle it here? There's not enough. There's not enough positions for everyone. Someone's not going to make it through. Is it going to be Perez? Is it going to be Sainz? Is it going to be Tsunoda? Who's not going to make it through? Russell comes out on the soft tyre. Jerry, how many softs does a driver allow for the race quality? It's very complicated, but it's very important. When I do my F1 Manager 24 reviews, I'll make sure to really explain that, actually, because it's really helpful to explain it there. Sargent dropped to P20. Another lap time invalidation for Logan Sarge, I guess, then. Perez looks confused. I was looking him under the visor. Perez has like a really confused face. Do you remember in Japan last season where he like crashed into a load of people and Red Bull like literally pulled him off the track and he was just sat there in the car like this? I was like, Perez, what's there to be confused about, mate? It's just a race. You've done 100. Well, the Master Chief Collection's subscribed. One of my favourite games. Get in touch. Get in touch. Anushka Joshi reckons Hamilton. Reckons Hamilton what? What was the question? I've forgotten. Did I ask it? Did I pose the question and forget the answer? Affinity left. It's now Q2. Yes, indeed. Right, George Russell is going to kick us off. What's the cutoff going to be? We're looking for the top 10 drivers here now. The top 10 drivers. That's what we're looking for. We got the best chat. Honestly, we have the best chat in the world here. Getting all the information up to date. Honestly, it makes my life easy. Kabir, Albon is quicker than Hamilton. Bleach my eyes. No, we don't need to do that. It's okay. Right. George Russell then is leading us off. And then it's going to be Hamilton and then Albon. So you can see between those three, it's relatively close. A tenth between them in Sector 1. Although Sector 1 is just exit the straight and the two chicanes. I say that to make it sound like it's easy. I've crashed those chicanes before. Anyone see me race at Imola? Is the F1 games any good? No, the F1 games are crap. I'd recommend iRacing, Le Mans Ultimate, Gran Turismo. I'm not paid to say that. It's just my opinion. Right, so Verstappen is going to start his lap as well. He just cheekily does a fast Sector 3, maybe. Right, there goes Russell. 16.2 from Russell. Is that going to be good enough? What tyre is he on? He's on the soft tyre. We know that. What about Hamilton? Goes faster than George Russell by 3 thousandths of a second. Only 3 thousandths. You can't even do 3 thousandths on the stopwatch. It's impossible. Did anyone at school have a watch that had a stopwatch and just try and play with your mates who could like do the shortest one? Or was that just me with like a very sad childhood? But look at us now. Sat here. Right, Alex Albon. 16.9 for Alex Albon. So that's well off it. He must have had an issue there. Meanwhile, Verstappen and Perez, keep an eye. This could be a big lap. If Verstappen goes low 15s, they've been sandbagging. Welcome, Gary Lee. Good to see you back in the house. Keep productive. Hamilton has become the Perez. Hamilton's assumed the Perez mantle. Will win the Perez award. But here comes Verstappen then. What's Verstappen going to do? Is it going to be a low 15? Yes, it is. A 15.3. That's the fastest time we've seen today in FP3 or qualifying. I'm actually playing Automobilista later in VR, so I'll be able to let you know there'll be a video coming on that. Come on, Ferrari, stop teasing. Mark, if we did that with the watch. What was your record? I would think I was like 8 thousandths of a second or something. Okay, Hulkenberg again! How is Hulkenberg doing this in an allegedly washed Haas? Hulkenberg, you can see why he's going to Audi. They wanted him at Audi, they got him at Audi. Because the man is just a beast. Okay, so it's pretty close. Well, I mean, hang on. We need to see the Ferraris and the McLarens here because there's a little bit of a class appearing here. Do we agree? Welcome, Brian. Welcome, Lionel. Please do hit that subscribe and like. Almost at 200 likes, by the way. Very greatly appreciated. It does really help the streams. So, Gasly's starting his lap. So, Carlos Sainz starting a lap as well. And then Piastri going to be starting a lap. So we're going to see a lot of these people start their laps now. The only one finishing a lap now is Stroll, I believe. So here we go. Carlos Sainz starts. Then Piastri, then Leclerc. Scrappy final corner from Verstappen, Isabel saying. So maybe there was more time in that. Maybe we'll see a big, dominant pole position here from Verstappen. Everyone is on the soft tyre. Okay, so I'm keeping an eye on Carlos Sainz, Sector 1. 23.9 is pretty fast, is it not? But Verstappen absolutely bodied Sector 1. Look at that. 23.7 and Russell 23.8. Piastri 23.8. So Verstappen's got the fastest Sector 1 out of anybody there. No one can really hang with him. What about Sector 2? Verstappen was just scarily good in Sector 2. Let's see what does Sainz do Sector 2? No, not near. What about Piastri Sector 2? Piastri could do it. Piastri goes faster than Verstappen in Sector 2. So Piastri is going to go close, but he'll need to go faster than Verstappen in Sector 3. But Isabel was saying that Verstappen went wide, as we've seen a lot of drivers do. Maybe there's a bit of crosswind down there in the penultimate corner. So Carlos Sainz, where are you going to go? A 15, a high 15? Yes, a high 15, 15.7 goes P2. What about Piastri? And Leclerc with a fast Sector 2 as well. And look at Tsunoda in Sector 1. Keep an eye on Tsunoda. Okay, so Piastri goes P2, Carlos Sainz P3. Piastri goes very close. Leclerc goes faster than Verstappen. Oh, they're coming after him, but keep an eye on Tsunoda. I think Tsunoda could go provisionally fastest here. I think Tsunoda could set a big old lap. And then you've got Norris as well in a big lap. Surely the Mercedes are not going to make it through here. I don't think the Mercedes are going to make it through. I think this is scary pace from the McLarens and the Ferraris, and it looks like the cash apps as well, potentially. Come on, Tsunoda. Look at that. Tsunoda goes faster than Verstappen. Did anyone have that on their cards today? Yuki LFG. Yuki, let's finally go. Come on, Yuki, get the V-carb up here. Do we have any MasterCard Capital One fans in the chat here supporting Yuki Tsunoda? So, with 7.5 minutes to go in Q2, Hamilton, Russell, Gasly, Ocon, Stroll, Albon look to be the drivers who are going to be fighting to get that last place. Yuki is speed. Charles on P1 now. Yes, indeed. Look how close it is at the top, by the way. I would say the top 5 within a tenth and a half. You love to see it. Maybe Tsunoda should go to Red Bull. Maybe that's the easy move. Everyone's saying he's going to go to Honda. But how do you go to Honda if Aston Martin's there? If Alonso's there? It's between Stroll and Tsunoda. Ricciardo P8 right now. Oh, I think this could be... Are we going to see a 14, by the way? Anyone thinks we're going to see a P14? So chat, we're going to see all the cars come in and they'll go again. Let's do a nation check while we're waiting for the cars to come out. Let us know where in the world you're watching from. I want to see the nations. I feel like it's going to be a big one for South Africa. I just feel like it's going to be a South Africa dub today. That's what I'm feeling. Let us know in the chat. Stroll's going to be Aston Martin until he dies. This is not the weekend to say that. Cliff's watching live. Vlatka, Croatia. Roy, South Africa. Christopher, Philippines. Kabe, India. Slowline, Canada. Karen, Iran. Leonel, Portugal. Omar, Bangladesh. Remo, South Africa. Bino, Australia. Erin, Netherlands. Oh my goodness. Australia, India, Ireland, UK, Netherlands, Philippines, Canada, South Africa, Canada, Croatia, Philippines, India, Portugal, India. Maybe it's India. If you're from India, I've got an interview with India's fastest racing driver coming out tomorrow. Smoke, Portugal, South Africa, Portugal, India, Germany, South Africa. Where did Portugal come from? French, Singapore, India, Portugal. Is it just one guy saying Portugal? Netherlands, Nigerian, Philippines, England, and watching in a hospital in Cyprus if we get better. India, Algeria, UK, Aruba, South Africa, Australia, Netherlands, Zimbabwe, Cambodia, Wales, Iran, Portugal, Wales, Sweden, Singapore. Okay, we're getting a lot of double spam now, so it's hard for me. It's hard for me to like accurately tell. Someone just going rah in the chat. Just shouting rah. I don't know. I got 3 South Africans in a row there. Theodorus van der Oosthuizen, Cliff and Jerry all coming in for South Africa, Jamaica, Uganda, Mexico, Wandsworth Prison. Hope all is good in the prison. Are we on in the prison? Are we streaming live in prison? Germany, Greece, Israel, South Korea, Pakistan, Bhutan, France. It's hard for me to keep track. I don't know who won. I can't even call that. Japan. I can't even call that, chat. I don't even. It just felt very global. I feel like we're global today. Alicia and I, UK. Hot Laps New Zealand. Japan. Where are you from, bruh? We're streaming from the UK. Right, Alex Albon comes out on track, trying to do the same strategy again. Get some open air. Batman's here. Texas. I want to go back to the US soon. I want to fly to the US. I don't know where to go. I kind of want to go to Miami before GTA 5 release, 6 or 7, whatever it is, release, which is a long time. I don't want to go to New York. I've just been to West Coast. I kind of want to go to Texas. Actually. I just want to go to Texas and I want to have really good barbecues. That's what I want to do. I'm going to do it. What about Circuit the Americas then? Oh my god, I need to speak with some... Maybe I could do a thing out there. Okay, right, here we go then. Albon, Ocon out on circuit as well. Albon starting his fast lap. Hope he's not going to hit traffic, people coming out of the pits. Come to Brazil. I might be coming to Brazil next year. I might be going to Sao Paulo next year. Or, yeah, so, potentially. Okay, everyone. Austin's great for barbecue. Oh, I want a barbecue now. Honestly, England is just not good for barbecue food. When I went to Vegas last year, drove the Ferrari. On the last day, I just went out to, there's like a reserve you can drive, you can do a loop of the car. So I went out there to do like a loop of this car. I had just the best barbecue in a random place. Just a random place. Yeah, I'm making myself hungry now. Okay, here we go then. Alex Albon is, we know, on a fast lap, but it's a very slow first sector, so I think he's probably aborted it and decided to go into the queue here. So it will be Esteban Ocon who leads us with the first flying lap for... And also, Ocon will actually get another lap as well if he wants. Ocon will get another lap if he wants. Typical Imola traffic. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the donation. Dude, Magaton, thank you. I don't know what that is, but thank you so much. YouTube will work it out and send it my way. So thank you so much, dude. Can we smash a like on that donation? You absolutely don't need to donate. It's completely free. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's your hard-earned money that you've donated to the channel. So massively appreciate it. It helps pay for all of this. Thank you so much. Where are we now on the stream? I know everyone's going to put the claps in. There we go. Claps coming out. Yeah, I never mentioned it, but I drove a Ferrari GT3 car. That actually got me an interesting opportunity. It's funny, these things. Right, here we go. So, I'm having a look here. Esteban Ocon, are you still on the fast lap, sir? Yes, you are. Overtaking Piastri. So, the top 10 drivers are going to get through here. Is Ocon going to get into the top 10? By the way, aren't the colours very nice today? Aren't these colours really nice right now? It's blending nicely. You need to save those settings. Esteban Ocon, you go P8 at 15.9. You're going to need to get in the 15s here to get through, I think. So, who's at risk? Is Lando Norris potentially at risk? I doubt it, but Carlos Sainz and Perez, I would say, could be. Pierre Gasly, you are not going through. Unless you're going to do another fast lap, he's probably backed out. So, Gasly couldn't get in there. Who's capable of getting into the 15s? What about Russell, 15.6? Hamilton, 15.6. Almost identical. Is that going to be good enough for the Mercedes? I don't know. I feel like that might be a bit of a watermark. You got to go faster than the Mercedes if you want to get through. Carlos Sainz, meanwhile, is just below that, but he's on a fast lap right now. Is a 23.9 going to cut it? It's not a great sector one for Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz could be at risk here. Carlos Sainz could be at risk. I'm not making that up. He's had to deal with some traffic as well. The smooth operator is going to need to drive smooth and fast. He's not going to have time to do another lap. What's he going to do in sector 2 for old Carlos? Sergio Perez needs to set a quick lap here. So Carlos Sainz 26.1. He sort of brought it back a little bit there. But even then, I think it's going to be touch and go for Carlos. Because Daniel Ricciardo's on a 15.6. It's going to be a mid-15 you're going to need here to get it done. Oscar Piastri, you may as well come in. I think you're going to be safe. Does he come in or not? I don't know. Yes, he does. Carlos Sainz, keep an eye. Carlos Sainz 15.5 does a put up the fastest get through by anyone. He needed to do that. So now Sergio Perez is out of the top 10 at the moment, but he's got clear air, and I think he's going to be able to do it. That would push Daniel Ricciardo out of the top 10. What's Ricciardo up to? Ricciardo's done. So Ricciardo's just buying his time. Honestly, again, there's a bit of a traffic jam here. I'm finding it very weird because I feel like Sergio Perez is going to knock Ricciardo out, and that's it. That's what we're going to have. As Verstappen goes fast at 15.1, he didn't need to do it. He's almost just proving that he can. Let's keep an eye on Sergio Perez. He's inevitably going to go into the top 10. And no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Perez, what are you doing, my guy? Sergio Perez in the Red Bull has just been knocked out by an allegedly washed Daniel Ricciardo in the Red Bull Cash App Visa MasterCard Capital One Chase Preference Bank, wherever it is that Ricciardo is driving. Absolute meme stuff from Perez there. No wonder he looked confused. Welcome George, Kevin, Brendan, Skyfan, Delizzo, George, Rob, Pelletier, Alicia, and Matt as well, and Rene. Max showing off. I mean, honestly, I'm sorry, you got to get Perez out of that car. It's just embarrassing. It's just is this Formula One or not? If you want Formula One to genuinely be the pinnacle, this is silly now. This is silly. This is silly now. You're taking out of it a little bit. Bulky fans just put Lewis Hamilton there. Did I say a bad name there? Did I say a bad name? Right. Oh my goodness. Is Max going to get pole? Can anyone go far? By the way, Yuki Tsunoda holding it up there. What does Q2 mean? Q2 means the second part of qualifying. Don't worry about that now. That's all done. Now we're going to be in Q3, the final part of qualifying. Perez says, what's a mess? Did he hit traffic or something? But you make your own luck. I mean, you know, Norris and Piastri, they did it in their first lap. Jerry said, what is wrong with Perez? Benny's flabbergasted Daniel Ricciardo made. Do we have any Daniel Ricciardo fans in the chat? Do we have a Ricciardo emoji still? No, we don't have a Daniel Ricciardo emoji. We got an Alex Albon. Well, did Albon make it free? No, it didn't. We just got the Verstappen emojis. Why do we not have a Daniel Ricciardo emoji? Lewis, how could you say Ricciardo is when Ricciardo is just on a sick lap there? But look at the gap between Perez and Verstappen. Maybe there was traffic or whatnot. I don't know. Oh, let me pin the new one. Tractors are faster than Perez. You mean the Alpines? Be this. Anyone's calls Danny Wast. I'll show him this. Show him this stream. Welcome, Davina Janes. Can you display the session times? It's up here, Davina. It's up. See, there's something counting down just to the left of the map, right? There's something counting down. Is that okay? Or let me know if maybe it's not showing or I'm misunderstanding. Max is such a Chad. Snowline's happy with Ricciardo. Yeah, if you're a Danny Rick fan, we've got some Danny Rick fans in there. Oh, I said a bad word. Goodness me. Let me demonetize. Wonka, the Conta do not walk. The Conta does not walk. Cliff Tetty, you don't mind I'm sending updates. No, you send the updates through. It's very helpful. Scott's got a pop. Whoa, what's that popcorn emoji? That's so much better than the other one. George, it's incredible to see how often the Mercedes are within a tenth of each other's times. Yeah, I mean, no fault there. Hulkenberg, meanwhile, has made it through. Let's run through our top 10. Let's do it. So this is the Q3 shootout. Verstappen, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Norris, Piastri, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Russell, Hamilton, Ricciardo. Do you not see the countdown? Chat, there's a countdown at the top of the screen. It says 0.00 now. Is that not visible? Honestly, I think you could see a 14 in qualifying here. Rene, what are my thoughts on Checo's future? Limited. But maybe Red Bull don't need any more stability now. They've lost Adrian Newey. The whole, Christian Horner's under fire. It looks like the culture is not great. They don't need that drama. Vlak says all okay with the clock away for Q3. Okay, there we go. SET sees it. We can see it. It's visible. I see it there blind. It's visible but not prominent. Okay. I don't know if anyone saw the WEC stream we did, but we tried to get it really nice, so maybe we need to update this a little bit. Do we like... Chat, would you prefer that I spent a bit of time and probably money, you'd have to pay someone to help me, to make all this really nice, or do you like it kind of like this, like rough style? What do you like? George Russell, I don't know why you sent me on a U-set to start with. It just piles the pressure on unnecessarily for that last lap. So Russell wasn't happy going out on a scrub set. Perez retirement in Mexico. Tractors are Hasses and cash apps. Okay, there we go. Lewis doesn't care. Lewis is just here regardless. You love to see it. Click likes a lot of rough stuff. This time finding the ways. Like it rough, keep it dirty. Mark, I never look at the screen. I just listen. Then in that case, it's fine. Scott, looks good. I like the maps. Your stream doesn't get cancelled. It's always good not getting cancelled. That's underrated. Natasha, I like it like this. JB standard maps. Fit a bit. I like it like that. No, it wouldn't be set up OBS. It'd be like there'd be like animations. There'd be cars moving around, and there'd be checkered flags. It'd be basically custom overlays. You should put Q1, Q2. Okay, I should map all that. So I don't know if you've seen what we do for Formula E, but Formula E, I have all the drivers pop up. So we should do that. Fast Shooter in the house. 24-month badge membership. Words in some order there. Does Sargent get replaced doing some debate? Well, Williams apparently are looking at it. That's the rumours. They're looking at it. Is that a live weather map? That is actually a live weather map, yeah. Yeah, how is Haas? What's the point in being Red Bull if you're going to get knocked out by a Haas? Like, isn't that just embarrassing? Welcome, Senlo, Bigam, Tomislav, Milovanovic. Okay, we're waiting for Q3 now. This is it. We're going to find our pole. And will anyone get close to doing a 14? We will see. Imagine Max not being able to perform. I can imagine it. RB comeback. Anthony Ford, that was really magic that you've just showed us about the split times. No worries. Anthony, glad you're enjoying it. Kabir, what is Kevin Magnussen doing? Kevin Magnussen is just getting ready to hold everyone up behind him. Alonso and Sargent. Can you see Tsunoda next to Matt? I can see it. Oh, I can see it for show. And it sounded like Honda were making some noises like they're still supporting Red Bull even though Red Bull are going to Ford. Maybe they put Antonelli in. Old Kimi, yeah, we'll see. Right, we're underway, everyone. Put the green flags in. This is it. Tsunoda sniffing that seat. Every driver has a different pre-race ritual. Is there any way we could hit 88,000 subscribers in this stream, chat? If there's anyone watching who's not subscribed, honestly, please do it now. We could potentially hit 88,000. That is a huge shout. Two lovely ladies, 88,000. Okay, right, here we go then. 11.5 minutes to go. It's Nico Hulkenberg getting the sponsor time. Honestly, does anyone know who sponsors Haas apart from MoneyGram? Like, how much money does sponsors spend on Haas? They've made it through to Q3. I couldn't name you any other sponsors other than MoneyGram. And I don't even know what MoneyGram do. Do they, like, weigh money or something? George Perez might have floor damage for earlier or just confidence damage. I think it's just confusion damage. It's just confusion. Chipotle! How did I not know that? Honestly, just before we get going here, honestly, don't people think, this is a rare complaint, don't Chipotle put too much stuff in your burrito? Like, I can't eat a burrito that's just like a square, like a box. Like, I'd rather have a smaller burrito that's like I could actually eat it. But Chipotle just, they roll it in like a ball. It's like trying to eat a football. So you take a bite and like everything comes out and like the guac's on one, like, it's on one pole. Chipotle. I'm going to call it Chipotle. Chipotle. No worries, Matthew Watson. We all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. I have many faults. Okay, so Verstappen as well is going to be starting his fast lap, so we'll keep a good eye on the lap times. The emotional damage from this is going to affect Checo. No, well, there's one thing about Checo. He's been there before. I mean, it can't get worse than last season. Can it? You know what? Let's play the sound. Because, you know, it's Q3. There's less than 10 minutes to go. Is anyone going to get under P15? 1 minute 15? Will there be a red flag? Where's all this water come from? Here we go. Hulkenberg goes fastest provisionally in Q3 at 16.3. That ain't gonna cut it. That's very slow. Right, here comes Verstappen then. Is he gonna go under a 1 minute 15 for the first time? Let's see. What's it gonna be for Max Verstappen? Is he gonna stop? Oh, it's a 14.8. That could be it. That could be the pole time right there. 14.8. They've had it in the bag. They've had it in the bag right now. I don't think anyone's going to be a 14.8. I don't think so. Oh, man. Welcome, Nicholas Daniels, Soraya, Putter, Ronnie Lim, Football, 2J as well. Georgie sweating all over, says Snowline. Right. Lando Norris just did a 14.9. Actually, hold that thought. The music is not necessary. The music with the stream ruined. I wonder if this is actually possible. Look at that. Sainz to 15.3, Tsunoda 15.4. Tsunoda's going to be well up there. I'll get back 13.5. I wonder if the McLarens can do this. Leclerc 15 dead. Okay, it's going to come down to last runs. It's going to come down to last runs. Need another second there, Hulkenberg. Great lap, Nico. Just need to find another second there, mate. This is going to get interesting. Do not switch away unless your life is in danger or something, because the last runs here. Ooh. The music made Verstappen go faster. It's buffering in Iran. That's a great Iranian firewall. Where is Danny? Danny ain't out there yet. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Get some sponsor exposure. Okay, so this could be on. I think the McLarens and the Ferraris can potentially do a 14.8, but it's going to need to be an insane lap. It's going to be one of those where you're like, that is a lap of the gods. Vlad is saying, let's go Lando. Chat, let me know now who's going to get pole. Just put the driver's name. Just put the driver's name. Who's going to get pole? Danny, get out there, you silly goose, and run a 14 point. Just do a 14.7, mate. What's so difficult about it? Apple says Hulk. Let me know in the chat. Let us know. Norris, Lando, Max, Verstappen, Leclerc, Max, Leclerc, Lando, Leclerc, Hulkenberg, Verstappen, Leclerc, Max, Tsunoda, Leclerc. Oh my goodness, it's a bit mixed. It's a bit mixed. Remember, Verstappen's got like the inherent advantage because he's already done a 40. But what if Verstappen goes faster? What if Verstappen goes faster? It could happen. It could happen. Kimi Räikkönen out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere. Piastri, Verstappen, Oscar Orlando, faux show, said Lydia Parker. Jill says Lando. Welcome, Vishal. Great to have you on board in the chat. Simply impossible, mate. Oh, so if you don't know what's happening now, there's 5.5 minutes to go. The drivers are going to come out with about 3.5 minutes to go, and they're going to do their last lap, and it's going to come down to that. Will we see a red flag, though? I mean, what's the percentage chance that someone goes over the chicane at the top of the hill and causes a red flag? Or if someone goes into the gravel and causes a sector yellow, or drags a load of dust into the air. Ferrari bringing all their tyres out the front of the pit lane. Very weird. Matthew Hulkenberg, Addy Boy, Danny Rick. Danny Rick out of nowhere. Can you imagine? Kubica. I mean, Verstappen could hit a 1 minute 14.5 at this rate. Ooh, we're about to find out. Kubica, 7% chance red flag. Less chance now. Perez is out. What do the colours on the map mean? They mean sectors. The yellow is sector 1, red is sector 2, and blue, the light blue, is sector 3. MasterChef Collection, I say, welcome for the recent subscriber. I swear this is like in 2019 when the Mercedes claimed to be slower. Yeah, there'll definitely be some sandbagging for Red Bull. There's been some huge sandbagging from Red Bull here. Piastri banger loading. Who's cooking right now? Who's cooking in the pits? Is it Verstappen? Is it Norris, Leclerc, Piastri, Sainz? I don't think anyone else can do it. I think it's out of those. Working Call of Nature and Clifford. Clifford, the big red dog. Danny Rick running out of time. Will Danny Rick go out a little bit earlier? And why has Danny Rick not done that first stint? Did he want to save a set of tyres for the race? We will see. Simple map, please. Kabir, I want to see Norris and Piastri cook. You were very close there to being banned for life. Final 3 minutes, let's go. Fast gender, Ricciardo on the gravel last lap, causing a yellow, giving Leclerc comp. Have you seen the future? Right, the Ferraris are coming out. The Ferraris are going to come out first. Oh, just ahead of the Mercedes. The Mercedes trying to overtake the Ferrari in the pit lane, but it couldn't because one of the McLarens was coming out, so he would have overtaken the mechanic. Bit of drama there, and then maybe some drivers coming out the front. It's all chop and change, actually. Everyone comes out together. Here we go. Danny Rick problem. No, because Danny Rick is out. 100% Danny Rick. Here we go. Here we go. So Hulkenberg's going to be first. Then Daniel Ricciardo. Lionel, I hope Charles wins this one. Let's see, as a lifelong Tifosi. So it is going to be Hulkenberg who's going to set the first lap here. This is it. If you're just joining us now, it's business end. This is it. Vincent Demboff, Verstappen poles 1 minute 14.5. Common Holt go Tamburello flat out with a chicane now. Okay. Here's Hulkenberg. Hasselpole, free Chipotle for everyone. Right, so Hulkenberg goes over. 2 minutes to go. He will technically get another lap if he wants it as well. One of the McLarens was very late out of the pits, by the way. Not sure which McLaren. Max holding up the pit lane. The usual tactics from Max there. You can see he's got a big gap ahead of him now. Is that going to affect anyone? No, they're all going to get over the line. Hulkenberg. Well, it means Hulkenberg is going to be overtaking a lot of traffic here, isn't he? Oh, Hulkenberg's been held up by Lando. Hulkenberg's bailed out of it, I think. I think Hulkenberg's had to bail out of it. If I'm seeing that correctly, that might not be good from Hulkenberg. Will that be a penalty from Lando? Thanks, Sean. Subscribe 100%. If you subscribe, it just makes your life better. People keep telling me this in different ways. Once you subscribe, it's like, just why didn't I do it before? So, Nico Hulkenberg, 26.3, 24 point dead. And Ricciardo. I felt like he might have been held up there, but let's see. I didn't have visuals on that. I was just like interpreting the timings. Just to confirm, I had no visuals on that moment. Go Nico, get him Nico. So Hulkenberg, what are you going to do? He's going purple last sector, 15.9. So it's a fairly representative lap, although it doesn't improve him whatsoever. Will he go again now? No, he won't. So Verstappen's got to overtake Hulkenberg. And who else is coming over the line? Will Ricciardo go better than Hulkenberg? I'm not sure. He may do, though. Yes, he does. Ricciardo goes faster than Hamilton. So Ricciardo up to P8, albeit not as fast as Tsunoda, his teammate. So Verstappen with the fastest sector 1. Really fast. 3/10 faster than Leclerc. And 2/10 faster than Norris. I don't think anyone can hang. I think Verstappen's going to do one of the all-time laps here. I think Verstappen might just blow all of this away in sector 1 alone, unless he makes a mistake. Because look at that sector 1 from Verstappen. Who's coming over the line here? It's Russell. He does a 15.2. That ain't going to cut it. Will Hamilton go faster or slower than Russell? Hamilton goes slower than Russell. Right, so here comes Verstappen, 25.9. He's going to improve Verstappen. It's going to be it could be a crazy lap time from Verstappen here. This could be really clear of the rest of the field. It could be back to business as usual. Piastri went faster, 14.7. It's not hugely quicker. It's not hugely quicker. But I just don't see anyone else getting close, I'm afraid. Lando Norris. He might have beaten Verstappen's previous time, but it's not going to be good enough this time. It's only P2. What about Piastri? It would need to be a crazy Sector 3 from Piastri. It would need to be an insane... And I don't know what the Ferraris have been up to. I've no idea. But here comes Piastri. Oh, we can't quite do it, but it's close. It is close between them. It's not multiple tenths. It's less than a tenth between Verstappen, Piastri and Norris. But what have the Ferraris done? The Ferraris, have they hit traffic or just bailed out? I don't think the Ferraris were able to set a time in a second time in Q3. Piastri had a little correction last corner. It was only a tenth in the end. It was basically Sector 1. I wonder if Verstappen got a little slipstream from Hulkenberg into Sector 1. 14.7. But chat, what do we think there? Do we think that's a crushing victory for Verstappen? Or do we think he really needs to pull that one out of the fire? And actually, it could be very close tomorrow. I'm not sure how to read it. 14.7 for Max Verstappen. Piastri 14.18. Same with Lando. And then I don't think we got to see what the Ferraris could do. McLaren's absolutely cracked. Where is Tsunoda? No need to panic. Tsunoda's in P7. The McLarens have been that. I wondered tomorrow in the race. And also, bear in mind, there's only one Red Bull up there. So we can see McLaren do what they did in Miami a little bit and sort of split the strategy. They can keep a car out there long, and if there's a safety car, you massively benefit. It is another pole position for Verstappen. Let's not take that away. He's pulled it out of the bag, and it was a monster Q1. Sector 1, if you look at the timings there. But oh my goodness, Piastri really matched him. Piastri really matched him there. It was very... Oh, maybe it was a different lap. Maybe that's now showing the final lap there. So 23.4 is Sector 1. I mean, he's half a second up almost on the likes of Ricciardo in one sector alone. In Q3. Snowline, it'll be a great race tomorrow for many fans. Keenat says close tomorrow. Delito was right about Piastri. Natasha, yes, he crushed it. Fast into Perez needs to go. We're Ferrari on mediums. Anyone know why Ferrari just bailed out there? Maybe they didn't want to really use that set or something, but very weird. Told you Piastri is a real deal. Sean, Verstappen has got the skills and the car. Let's see how they do with the Ford unit. Well, I think it's going to be a Red Bull unit badge to the Ford, basically. Verstappen is only faster than Piastri on Sector 1. Great insight from Lionel. And do we think that he got a little bit of slipstream there from Hulkenberg? Potentially. Saving tyres. I think there might be a bit of gamesmanship. If Ferrari think it's going to be really close tomorrow, why wouldn't you save the tyres? Why wouldn't you save the tyres? Because they still got one Ferrari starting on the second row of the grid. Hamilton should use Russell setup. Sainz wants Oscar to give the positions back. Well, so were the Ferraris impeded here? Were the Ferraris impeded? Let's see. Maybe the Ferraris will get promoted still. Welcome, Steve Babarick. Yeah, he definitely got a bit of slip, I think, from Hulkenberg, but it didn't seem to be that long. Piastri will get a penalty. Oh, well, if they get a five-place penalty for Piastri, that could really change things. There we go, final classification. People saying there could be cloud tomorrow. I'm not sure about rain. But we could see different track temp for tomorrow. We'll be streaming the race. So that is... I don't think it's quite a final classification. I think maybe it's provisionally still. We've got Verstappen, Piastri, Norris, Leclerc, Sainz, Russell, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Hulkenberg. Can you give me a shout out? There you go, Riley. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, Max Verstappen is now off to do the Nürburgring 24 hours on iRacing. Do a few stints. and he's got pole. So the man is just an absolute beast. That's why he's a racing genius. Vincent, McLaren got the faster car tomorrow. But if they don't get a penalty, they'll be able to do a split strategy as well, which could be very interesting. I'll wait to see if I get a replay of impeding. It's just Verstappen doing his pole position interview right now for the Formula 1 MSC Cruises Grand Premio del Made in Italy E del Emilia Romagna GP, aka Imola. Am I able to do what? Part-time F1 driver, full-time sim racer from Verstappen. I mean, he's different level. He's a different beast. He's a different beast, that man. And he's on pole position. If Oscar got a slipstream, would it be faster? Yes. I mean, it's not a great track for slipstream. It's not like Indianapolis used to be or Monza. But you could see getting a slipstream through Sector 1 could really help you. Especially, sorry, to answer your question directly, yes, a slipstream in Sector 1 could have got him pole here. So, Indy quali this afternoon. I don't know how that works. Maybe we'll try and stream it. Who's doing interviews? It's Davide Valsecchi. He used to be a Formula driver. He's really enthusiastic. I'm a big fan of Davide. Really like him. He's very enthusiastic. He seems to just every day just appreciate he's got that job. Thanks, Natasha. Yeah, hopefully see all you tomorrow. There is already a link up. Let me try and find it if I can, but this will take yours, man. I'm just going to hang around just to see if there's going to be a penalty given. But the stream tomorrow is already scheduled, and there's going to be a very exciting premiere tomorrow where I speak with F2 driver and Formula E rookie Kush Maney, who could be India's fastest race driver. We'll have a look. Now, where's Seema? Yeah, he's very enthusiastic. You got to have the enthusiasm. It's like, it's an intense job working in Formula 1, but it's also what a privilege to, in this day and age, to travel around the world and watch fast cars drive around circuits. I mean, you're in the top 0.0000001%. McLaren hats are the worst. Yes, the logo just looks like a bit crap on it, to be honest. Got some Chilean fans in the house. Nice. Mucky Piastri. I checked the footage from Piastri incident. The Haas was whining. But what a different situation it would be if Perez was on the podium. If it was a Verstappen Perez 1-2 with Piastri on third, it'd be different. But now it looks like the McLarens are really in the ascendancy. No worries, Jules. We'll be live an hour. We're going to do an hour of build-up. So I'm just going to be hanging out with you for an hour. Hopefully we'll be welcoming people from all over the world. Oh, I really want to have a barbecue. I might buy a disposable barbecue and barbecue. But there's nothing like being in America. If I could run any different channel, right? I love this channel. This is what we do. We do sim racing motorsport. We don't do anything else. But if I could do any other channel, it would be a barbecue channel. You just go around America and just eat barbecue. I've got all the equipment. Ah, oh, man. Welcome, Ganja Girl 1. Vlatka, I have a feeling it's going to be a great race tomorrow. Vlatka's got a feeling. Vlatka, who are you feeling specifically? Who are you feeling? Kind of. What are you feeling? Karen Todro's got the skull. I'm not seeing any penalties yet. That would be big drama, and we know Formula 1 does like a little bit of drama. So Lando dropped his expensive watch. Maybe we should try and get sponsored by a watch company, because I don't really wear watches. Oh, backpacks tomorrow! Backpacks are coming out. In fact, do you want a little... anyone want actually the link now? You got the backpack early email. 1 second. Oh, it's a different email. Damn it. Ah, let me do it. So, if you want to win a backpack... let me get the backpack email. Get the link. Get the cool sunshine. Okay, where is it? Backpack. 1 second. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is the link for the backpack. I'm not making any money from this. It's just a nice thing to do for the sponsor. And someone's going to win a backpack. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. So I think... Oh no, it's my... For God's sake. Stop it! Hang on. Why is it... When did the internet become so complicated? Here we go. Here we go. Right. I'm not teasing you. And I think the code to enter is Kireth Imola. Someone's going to win the backpack. I'm not running it. I'm not fulfilling it. GT Mega are drawing the winner and sending it. There's some terms. You got to read the terms. They don't send it everywhere in the world. There's limited territories. So read the terms. If you're eligible, feel free to enter it. Someone's going to win a backpack and GT Mega are going to send it to someone. So that's it. That's our little thing. Of the day backpack. I'll put it before the stream tomorrow as well. Why was Oscar faster? He went around the circuit in less time. It was very close between them. I can't explain why. So hopefully that you're able to enter that if you're eligible and someone's going to win a backpack. There we go. Backpack stream. Right, chat. I got videos to edit. I got stuff to edit that I want to show you. I got stuff from Misano that I got to edit I want to show you. I've got to schedule the premiere for tomorrow. Sonoda possible P4? I don't know. I think it could be I think it could be a really interesting race tomorrow with strategy, actually. There we go. Rex Banner not available in your region. Is that Rex Banner who makes some music? So I don't know what territories it is exactly, but it's probably inverted commas the bigger ones. Not available in Croatia. Is it a Simrig backpack? Is anyone able to enter it? Is anyone able to? Not available in Portugal. Cliffrod.com, I know, welcome along. Is it a Simrig backpack? It can be whatever you want. It can be whatever you want. Has anyone been able to enter? Maybe the region's set to like the moon. I wonder what the deliver. I wonder if it will get delivered before the next race and someone will have it. I hope. Whereas I'm watching this, seeing any penalty. Oh, I'm watching Verstappen's fast lap here. Well, if you use a VPN, they might not be able to ship it to you. How are you going to VPN a shipping address? Oh, he's absolutely glued with Verstappen through the first chicane. Second chicane. Glued. Oh my goodness, perfection over the curbs. Yeah, that's the thing I find weird about doing a giveaway. It's like, why would I want to promote something that takes people out of the stream? Maybe we promote it around the stream. Aqua Minerali was just savage from Verstappen. It's a great lap, obviously. Session's done. Session's done, AlphaTauri fan. Went over the chicane at the top, went airborne. Oh my goodness, had so much confidence when the car landed that it wouldn't have any oversteer like we've seen Perez struggle with. Penultimate corners. Carrying a load of speed. I mean, the lap is just... The only thing is, like, if that lap had the sound of the old, like, V10s, that's all you need, like, but it's just, I know I'm not losing anything by watching this without sound. Because the sound just ain't good enough. But yeah, there we go, everyone. Thank you so much There might be a video coming out today, there might not. But I'm going to be working a lot of stuff, and we're going to be going live tomorrow at an hour before. So that will come now. And then we're going to be also streaming the race in Monaco on the road. I'm going to be on the road streaming it. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I really appreciate it. 295 likes, 35p of chat revenue. So it all adds up. Genuinely, that will add up over the season. Alana says, do you ever think Max get bored of winning? I don't think he's like that, to be honest. I think he rather... I think he would get bored of not winning, if that makes sense. Cool. All right, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Going to end the stream. It will take you to the new stream automatically, hopefully, so feel free to leave a like or comment there or whatever. And I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a good Saturday.